Hey, you know what I'm doing?
Did you? Did you? You started the video.
Yeah, but I had a really weird trip. I don't want to say weird trip. I had a work trip that was very revealing about the people that I bump into.
This trip solidified the fact that you have a serious pineapple radar. It works.
Pineapple radar. I think people
Yes.
just talk to me.
You meet someone and I get a text that says something along the lines of, "They're in the lifestyle."
Oh, yeah, so this is Lindsay.
This is Rob.
And we are,
Anything but vanilla.
I think so.
Sounds good.
Sounds good for now. We might change that. We'll see.
What? No.
So, yeah, I went out I went to Denver. I've never been to Denver. It's not as hilly as I thought. It's pretty
That'd
flat.
be Colorado.
It was Colorado. Yeah, it's Denver, Colorado. And so we went out for this drinks, coworker and I.
We, meaning Rob.
And
I was
a
not
coworker.
there.
She was not there. He said, I'm bringing a friend of mine that I used to work with here, and he's bringing his girlfriend or something. I don't know who she is. Okay, great. So we had a drink, we had another drink, we're waiting on them. And they show up, and I looked at him, and I took my phone out, texted Lindsay, and I'm like, there's a couple of pineapples that just walked in.
He did.
And I was right.
Wow, you skipped a lot.
I did. I went straight to, I was right. So later in the night,
You feel good about that.
the force was strong with this one.
God.
So later in the night, I'm using my manly prowess and my beard to engage with this beautiful young woman. And while he's reminiscing with his friend, and it turns out that she knows all about the local sex club. I forget, the Scarlet Ranch, I think it was called.
I have no idea.
So I was talking about trapeze in Atlanta. I can't tell you how we got there on that topic.
Yeah, that was my first question, because he's like,
How
"Oh."
did you get there?
Yeah, he's like, "So confirmed they're in the lifestyle." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, what? And how? Huh?"
I just had conversation. It was great conversation. I took a coaster and wrote down Pineapples After Dark on there, so they should go listen to that wonderful podcast with our friends.
That's a true story.
And I put down our IG name and our names for Facebook and said, look us up and we'll hook you up with some really cool people.
Oh, crap. Now I need to go look and see if that's one of the requests we've gotten in the last day or so.
It could be. It was really interesting. So the other piece that, I don't know what the radar part of it was. So he walks in with this like zebra print sweatshirt thing on. He's maybe a couple years younger than me, and she's your age, maybe younger. So it's like, oh, okay, I see. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
What did I call it? The swinger swagger.
Oh, they had the swinger swagger. This guy came in and he was Mr. Confident. It was awesome. So then I was talking to my coworker from work. Because
Same night
a coworker
night?
is at work with you. It started last night and then it finished tonight. Because I had engaged with his friend that I just met, or his girlfriend. So I figured, okay, well, I might as well just come out to them. So I told them just said, this is what we do. It wasn't very long.
So I'm curious, because I wasn't there. You come out and say we're swingers. You come out and say we are non-monogamous. You say we are
I said
what?
we're swingers because that's what people understand. If you go, we practice consensual non-monogamy.
Okay.
And people are like, what
all
the fuck is consensual non-monogamy?
I too still struggle with the term swingers, but at the same time, I want it to just be, I'm going to say normalized.
Yep.
I mean, anybody, I can look at you and go, oh, I'm bisexual. And you're like, oh, okay. Yeah. But you say, oh, I'm a swinger. And there's still this, oh.
Yeah. And they weren't like that. My coworker said, yeah,
How did you sell it or tell him?
I just outright said, all right, so this is what's going on. He's like, oh, okay.
But I mean, you don't just blurt that out. It was.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm still trying to figure out how it came out with the coworker.
I can't really line up the whole conversation, but how it came out was, this is something we do, and I went into the whole, we enjoy also helping people get together and helping other folks, and it's interesting. And he paused for a moment. And he goes, "Yeah, I'm working on that at home." So fast forward to tonight on our trip home, and he and I went to the airport because we're traveling out together. We talked about it again. He related a story, and he goes, the first time that came up with my wife and I, we're on vacation. I think he said he was on vacation someplace. And his wife was wearing a pineapple shirt, which they didn't know anything about. And they met another couple there, and they were just chit-chatting away at dinner and having drinks and having a high old time. And the other couple said, "Hey, y'all want to head up to our room and hang out?" And they kind of looked at each other like, "No." And my coworker said to them, he goes, "Y'all swingers?" And then they had a good laugh about it. My coworker was there with his friend, with his family. So the kids were there. So he goes, no matter what, that wasn't happening.
Right.
He says his wife now enjoys wearing her pineapple shirt to see who else will hit on her.
I mean, if the woman wants to be hit on.
And I think that's where he's at. He's like, okay, well, there's a step that's going to be happening there for them. And then I went back to this really cool bar. It was called Seven something. I forget what it was called. Anyway, it was in Denver. And this is where the guy claimed to be Bill Murray's bastard child. He was Jon Snow. So I saw him.
No, nothing, Johnson.
I didn't want to go to bed, so I went back out. And so I went back there, and I wanted
I want to be that cool when I travel, by the way.
What,
I travel for work, I
just want to walk
cool.
around.
Yeah, I just want to walk around and be like, yeah, I'm going to go to this bar, and then I'm going to go to that one. And
yeah, then I went to
and then my phone's going to die, and I'm not going to know where my hotel is.
I had no fucking clue where I was. So I finished this first. Hold on. So I went and talked to him, and I was like, hey, you guys rent this place out? He's like, yeah, we could probably rent the place out. I said, how's the swinger community in Denver? So I had to spit it out. He goes, oh, you a swinger? I said, yeah. And he goes, me too.
So that's 4 people.
Right.
1, 2, 3. That's 4 people.
I'm a swinger.
Someone came out to when I'm not even around.
And he goes, I figured he was. There's just, again, he had the swinger swagger. I don't know what you call it, but he also said he was, yeah, he got the swinger swagger. Hey, Brooke. Swinger swagger. So he's, yeah, I'm poly, and I just can't be tied down, but whoever I'm with, we're always like swapping, and okay, great. So we talked about, he's like, oh yeah, the Denver swinger community is huge, and folks come here all the time, and we can like totally have an event here if you guys ever come to Denver. It's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna take that home.
So you left Pineapples After Dark stickers and coasters and stuff to grow that, right?
My pockets were empty, unfortunately.
Oh,
I know.
No.
But I did tell him where to go sign up.
Okay.
I did hit one other bar. It was actually just called Whiskey Bar. But
easy enough.
I didn't talk to anybody there except our friend Davey, who he called. So that is why my phone died. All right, so I spent.
Oh, it's Davey's fault.
It is Davey's fault. So I don't think I told him this yet. So I went. Made him a fart. So.
Stop.
So I'm sitting there. I don't know why I went to this other bar.
Because you didn't want to go to bed.
I didn't want to go to bed. I'm just looking for people to talk to. I talked to the bartender. This guy's name was David. He'd been there for 16 years at the whiskey bar.
Wow.
Yeah. I had oatmeal stout beer. I had oatmeal stout beer. Yeah, Davey. So Davey called and we started talking about PAD stuff. We talked for a long time. It was a good conversation. I love talking to Davey. He's got a great voice. And he has great ideas and I'm really excited about working with him. So I finished my beer, hang up with Davey. It's after midnight in Denver.
Which you've never been to.
Which I've never been to. I walk out of the bar and my phone goes black. My watch goes black. I'm like, I've had a couple drinks. We're going to figure out where my hotel is now. So I had an immense feeling about which direction I should head.
I'm just glad that I was on Eastern time and sound the fuck asleep.
Well, I couldn't have called you.
No, but I would have freaked out when, I couldn't find you or locate your phone or...
I was thinking about that. I was like, years ago, I didn't have babysitters.
I don't care about years ago. Now I'm used to it.
So... Of course, years ago, I would have thought, okay, remember where your address is, your hotel address.
You could have gotten any taxi or Uber and been like, I need to go to such and such hotel.
However, one, I couldn't have gotten an Uber.
Oh.
Two, I didn't see a single freaking taxi in Denver. But what I could have done is I could have at least gotten one of those scooters, the Indianapolis scooters. They were all over the place. People were renting them all over. So I at least could have moved faster in the wrong direction.
Sorry.
Oh, and then I'm pretty sure, and I have to confirm this, just another coworker, that I feel like if I really, we had a couple drinks, I'd find out that she is also in the lifestyle.
Okay.
She had, there's just certain things. I don't know how to describe when you see somebody that they seem so more open.
Free and friendly.
Open, friendly.
I get it. I swear to God, it is the swinger swagger.
Yeah, she definitely had swinger swagger. Yeah, I was looking all over to see if she had pineapples in her cubicle and stuff. She did not.
That's
awesome. Denver's a pretty nice town. It's all right. I don't know that I'll ever go back. We'll see. I kind of want to, only because that one coworker's there. So I can, what is it? Fuck around, find out.
Fuck around, find out.
But I would like to go back to explore hosting an event there. So
that'd be pretty cool.
We'd have to explore targeting getting our community in the Denver area. Definitely would be a neat event.
That'd be really cool. I guarantee you, we've got people that would go with us.
There's definitely people who go.
I mean, with PAD.
Yeah. We could take over a couple floors at the Residence Inn where I stayed.
Okay. Can we up it to a Marriott or something?
It is a Marriott. It's Marriott property.
Oh, my bad.
Also, that was stupid expensive. I just did my expense report. One night at that place was $215.
I've heard Denver's expensive.
And who did you hear that from? Denver's a little expensive from a salary perspective. What was it?
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
No. I was just thinking. On. No. I was thinking about my beer that I had. It was a local canned beer, and it was $7.
For a can?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I gave you chins. You're welcome.
Hello. Can't see my chins anymore because of my beard. faces.
You don't get the chins, you just spread out.
All right, this one's Lindsay.
That one's Rob.
Yeah, or anything but vanilla. And I'm gonna go have a drink. And adjust my time soon.
Oh, that's right.
Peace.